So they chose Barabbas. They chose Barabbas over you. Those of you who are not familiar with the story of Barabbas, this was a notorious prisoner. And it was so that at the time of Jesus's impending crucifixion, there was a time that they would release a prisoner and set him free. And this was Pilate's last attempt to try to save Jesus because he found no fault in him. So he brought Jesus and Barabbas, Jesus, the Son of God, who walked and did miracles and cared for the people and did stuff for both great and small. And there was a notorious prisoner, and they could choose between Jesus or Barabbas. And the crowd wanted Barabbas to be set free and not Jesus. And Pilate kept trying to persuade them, but they cried out all the more that they wanted Barabbas and that they wanted Jesus to be crucified. Jesus, the Son of God, faultless, whose focus was to do the work of his Father. Yet a prisoner was chosen, a sinful man, a man who had done many things, was chosen. They want to save his life and crucified Jesus. God is saying today there's many of you who a Barabbas was chosen over you. They picked somebody that was not near close to what you were. Somebody, and in this, it's not comparing that you were better than someone, but your husband left you for someone that was, let's face it, a harlot in some cases. He left you for another woman. He left you for someone that would sneak under the cloak of darkness and lay with him. You did everything for him, but that was not enough. Your wife may have chosen a Barabbas. You did everything you could, but she chose this man that treats her nothing like you do. People at your job, you qualified. You were the one that helped. You were the one that did all types of stuff. But guess what? They chose Barabbas. If there's a conflict at work, when it really got down to it, it didn't matter that you were kind. It didn't matter that you were helpful. It didn't matter that you stayed late. They chose somebody else who did not qualify. They chose somebody else who had been doing all types of drama and keeping up all types of stuff. That's the person that they chose to promote, or that's the person they chose to stand with against you, or stand with instead of supporting you. In churches, they chose a Barabbas. They sided with someone that did you wrong. People that you have been kind to, that you have been patient with, people that you have given your last to. They sided against you and they wanted Barabbas. They wanted the person who had done so much to you. They went and they sought counsel with this individual. They went and they would sit and talk about you to this person. You would trust them because they were able to bring their news to you and bring in the sense of they were able to come to you with their problems and their issue and talk to you, and you can seal the matter. But in your case, they wanted your information to go back to the Barabbas and side against you. What do you do when they want Barabbas? They choose the person that's done them the worst over you. They go to the defense of the person that has hurt you. What do you do when you don't have the support that you have given, that you gave to them? When they want Barabbas. When they choose anything but you. They stand and defend anything, anyone but you. What happens when your leaders are the Barabbas and yet the people want to crucify you and set that person free? I hear God saying, with everything there was purpose. Even in what happened to Jesus, there was purpose. Nothing would have happened. Jesus would not have been standing there for them to not choose him had it not been ordained. And you see, a lot of times when people are doing this, when they're going to choose a Barabbas, they're going to choose this person over you, it's because you're the issue. Not because you've done anything wrong, but they don't like what you stand for. They don't like who you are in Christ. And the issue and the agenda is to get rid of you. The issue and the agenda is to get you out of the way. They don't like that you make them feel uncomfortable and you're not even trying, but you're simply walking in the things of God. You're simply not doing the things that they want you to do. That's going to cause you to compromise, and that's going to cause you to listen. Like you have to denounce Jesus. Renounce Jesus. And how do you renounce and denounce Jesus? Very simple: by walking in the way of the world, by laying down your convictions so you can please people. And guess what? They don't like that. When they're turning against you and they're doing things like that, my brothers and sisters, realize this: it would not have been able to happen unless God allowed it to happen. Because in that, you're going to be glorified. When those things are, God is going to be glorified in you. When those things happen and people are going against you, my brothers and sisters, it's because they don't like what you stand for. So they're going to pick they're going to pick the Barabbas over you. They're going to side with the Barabbas over you. They're going to want that person to be treated. They're going to treat that person better than you, despite of the fact that this person is destructive. This person has done things that has been a threat to everybody, has been a threat, a mark, a smear of the ministry. Despite the fact that this woman or this man, it was loose and all over the place, and yet your husband and your wife runs over and picks them. It don't matter all that you've done. They want Barabbas. It don't matter how faithful you've been in the ministry and how you've sacrificed. They want Barabbas. It don't matter how much you've walked with God and done the things of God and have been a help to organizations and have shown them the love of God. It doesn't matter how much you have prayed with them. It doesn't matter how much you've sacrificed of your time. And it doesn't matter how much that you labored with them. They want Barabbas. Because it's coming to me right now that sometimes people that you're helping and people that you can pray, sometimes even though you're praying for them and you are touching and agreeing with them and you are doing good things for them, somewhere in there they're resented. They don't like that, my brothers and sisters. So they want you to fall. I want to see that you can fall like me. I want to see that you can fail like me. I want to see that you bleed. I want to see what color your blood is. Because you're just too good. You mean you're just always in the faith like that? My brothers and sisters, sometimes people that you're helping, they resent it. They will take it, but there is a resentment there. There is a jealousy there. So guess what? When an opportunity comes, they will pick Barabbas over you because they want you crucified. But God is saying, in spite of it all, be encouraged, because nothing they can do, especially when you're being humble and doing the things of God, nothing they can plot, nothing they can plan, nothing they can seek counsel against you in secret. God is saying it's heard to him. He knows all these things, and everything that you're going through, it's so that he can be glorified through you. They will see Christ manifested in you. It's an opportunity to take you higher in the things of God, and that people will see Christ exemplified through you. And it's going, that press, my brothers and sisters, is going to bring that oil that's going to make you more effective, that's going to make you more able to touch the lives of so many other people. And it's not going to be something that you're going to have to try and you're going to have to try to conjure up. It's just going to be there. Just like Jesus, when they thought they had nailed him to the cross, when they thought they had buried him, he raised up again in his glorified body. So my brothers and sisters in Christ, when they're doing that, when they choose Barabbas over you, it's okay. When they nail you to the cross, it's okay. When you get buried when they put you in that cave and shut the door and say, good, she's gone, he's gone, just know that you're going to be raised up glorified. God does not want you to be discouraged. It's hurtful when you get rejected. It's hurtful when they pick this person. Okay. It's hurtful when your husband, your wife walk out. It's hurtful when you've done everything. Come on. I see some of you have done things, gone to family gatherings. You bought things. You put your money in. You invite them even into your own home, or you've gone and you have footed most of the bills for everything. And they don't even think about you. They can sit there and eat up the best of everything. Don't even keep a plate or set something aside for you. My God. They'll go in and drink something you set aside in the fridge for you. They know it's for you. They'll take what you have given and still eat and take what the little that's for you. And I know that may sound petty, but God is just showing you, no, that's not petty. They make you feel like you're petty. It's not about the food. It's not about that. It's about the action, the heart, the intent, and the absolute disregard to do something like that to you. But God is saying it's okay. It's okay. God is saying he's taking you higher in the things of God. I'm going to say that for the next. All I'm hearing the Lord say, be encouraged. Everything that's happening right now, them choosing Barabbas over you, it's so that God will be glorified in and through you. Stay encouraged.